Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Young and the Restless channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit like for more daily drama updates and spoilers. Your support truly means a lot and helps our channel grow every day. Now, let's jump straight into today's exciting update. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Friday, June 26th promise a day filled with shocking revelations, risky decisions, emotional reunions, and powerful moments that could change several lives forever. As the drama unfolds across Genoa City, familiar faces return, old tensions resurface, and desperate choices push beloved characters into dangerous territory. What begins as a day of uncertainty quickly transforms into a whirlwind of emotional confrontations and unexpected twists, leaving everyone involved questioning what comes next. One of the biggest developments centers around Billy Abbott, who is about to come face-to-face with someone from his past in a reunion that is sure to stir up complicated emotions. For weeks, fans have been anticipating the arrival of Jill Abbott after reports indicated that Lauren Koslow's first appearance as the temporary Jill recast would take place on June 25th. However, that appearance never materialized, leaving viewers wondering what had changed behind the scenes. It now appears that recent scheduling adjustments connected to the Young and the Restless crossover with Beyond the Gates may have caused some unexpected shifts in the episode lineup. Whatever the reason, the wait is finally over. Preview photos have already confirmed Jill's presence, and Soap Opera Digest has verified that Lauren Koslow will officially make her debut as Jill before the week comes to an end. That means Friday's episode will mark the long-awaited return of a character whose presence always has the power to shake things up. As Jill steps back into Genoa City, Billy finds himself navigating a reunion that may be anything but comfortable. Mother and son have shared a complicated relationship over the years, one marked by passionate disagreements, emotional wounds, and periods of deep frustration. Although they have worked hard to improve their relationship recently, especially following Jill's health struggles, old habits and unresolved tensions have a way of resurfacing when these two are together. The emotional history between them hangs heavily in the air, creating an atmosphere where even the simplest conversation could suddenly ignite into conflict. Billy genuinely wants things to be different this time, but whether he can keep his emotions in check remains uncertain. Likewise, Jill may arrive with her own concerns and opinions that could make maintaining peace much more difficult than either of them expects. As they reconnect, viewers will be left wondering whether this visit will strengthen their fragile bond or reopen wounds that never truly healed. Meanwhile, another surprise awaits Kane Ashby, who is completely unprepared for the curveball headed his way. Kane is stunned when he learns that Jill has returned to town, and her arrival immediately raises questions about where she stands regarding the current power dynamics surrounding Chancellor. The situation becomes even more complicated because Lily Winters now owns Chancellor and has effectively placed Kane in a position of authority. Jill has always been deeply connected to the company and fiercely protective of its future, making her reaction especially important. As she evaluates everything that has changed since her departure, her opinions could carry significant weight. Kane may find himself anxiously waiting to learn whether Jill approves of the current arrangement or believes major changes need to be made. What should have been a routine return quickly becomes a potentially game-changing development that could impact several key players. Elsewhere, Kyle Abbott continues moving forward with a plan that becomes increasingly dangerous by the minute. While spending time with Tracy Abbott at Society, Kyle may decide to bring her into the loop regarding the troubling situation involving Diane Jenkins Abbott. The fear that Diane could be in serious danger has pushed Kyle into a state of growing desperation, and that desperation is driving him toward choices he might otherwise avoid. Convinced that answers may be hidden inside Dr. Lawrence Markham's home, Kyle previously suggested breaking in to investigate whether Diane is being held there. It was a bold and reckless proposal, one that immediately raised concerns about the potential consequences. Jack Abbott strongly opposed the idea at first, believing the risks outweighed the possible rewards. Yet, as circumstances continue to intensify, even Jack appears to be reconsidering his position. The situation grows even more volatile thanks to Patty Williams, whose suspicions are creating a fresh layer of danger. After Patty contacts Dr. Markham with a warning that Jack might show up, the entire operation becomes far more unpredictable. Suddenly, any advantage Jack and Kyle may have hoped to gain could disappear. Their target is now potentially alerted, making every move significantly more hazardous. Despite the mounting risks, Kyle refuses to stand on the sidelines and allow Jack to handle everything alone. His determination to protect Diane is stronger than ever, and that determination fuels his willingness to take extraordinary chances. Father and son ultimately unite in their mission, stepping into uncertain territory together while knowingly risking Patty's anger and whatever consequences may follow. The path ahead is filled with surprises, and every decision they make could bring them closer to the truth or lead them directly into disaster. At the same time, another intriguing storyline begins to take shape as Dr. Stephanie Simmons approaches Nate Hastings with an opportunity that could alter the course of his future. Stephanie presents Nate with a fascinating project, one she firmly believes would benefit from his involvement. The proposal forces Nate to confront questions he may have been trying to avoid for quite some time. Medicine has always been a significant part of his identity, and despite the changes his life has undergone, that connection has never completely disappeared. Stephanie's offer may awaken old passions and unfinished ambitions that continue to linger beneath the surface. As Nate weighs his options, he faces a difficult decision about whether he is willing to take even a partial step back into the medical world. The opportunity carries promise, but it also comes with emotional implications that could reshape his professional future. Meanwhile, some of the most emotionally powerful moments of the day unfold at the hospital, where Victor Newman receives news he never expected to hear. Already deeply concerned about Nikki's health, Victor arrives hoping for answers and reassurance. Instead, he is blindsided by new information regarding Nikki's medical condition. The details surrounding her diagnosis prove far more serious than he anticipated, leaving him visibly shaken. For a man who is accustomed to controlling situations and solving problems through sheer force of will, this is a devastating reminder that some battles cannot be won through power alone. The weight of uncertainty crashes down on him as he processes the possibility that Nikki may be facing a much more difficult road ahead than anyone realized. Yet even amid the fear and heartbreak, Victor refuses to surrender to despair. His focus quickly shifts toward finding a solution, clinging tightly to any source of hope available. That hope comes in the form of Dr. Virginia Nottingham from New York, a specialist Victor believes may hold the key to helping Nikki. Determined to secure the best possible outcome, Victor places his faith in the possibility that Dr. Nottingham can perform the necessary surgery as soon as possible. The urgency of the situation becomes impossible to ignore, and every moment feels precious as Victor waits for answers. Despite the emotional blow he has suffered, he remains committed to fighting for Nikki with everything he has. As Friday's episode draws to a close, hope and fear become intertwined, setting the stage for dramatic developments that could forever change the lives of those caught in the storm. As the weight of Nikki's diagnosis continues to settle over Genoa City, an unmistakable sense of urgency begins spreading through the lives of everyone connected to her. Victor Newman may be known for his unwavering confidence and ability to overcome nearly any obstacle, but this situation leaves him confronting something far more terrifying than a corporate battle or family feud. Standing within the sterile walls of the hospital, surrounded by uncertainty and unanswered questions, Victor finds himself facing the painful reality that there are limits even to his influence. Every new detail regarding Nikki's condition lands like another emotional blow, forcing him to acknowledge the seriousness of what lies ahead. Yet beneath the fear, his determination only grows stronger. The possibility that Dr. Virginia Nottingham may be able to perform the surgery offers a lifeline, however fragile, and Victor clings to that hope with everything he has. For Nikki's sake, he refuses to imagine a future where the outcome is anything less than successful. The emotional strain surrounding Nikki's health inevitably sends ripples through the Newman family, creating an atmosphere where every conversation carries additional weight. Loved ones who have weathered countless storms together now find themselves united by a common fear. The uncertainty hanging over Nikki's future forces everyone to reassess what truly matters, pushing long-standing conflicts and rivalries into the background, at least for the moment. In times like these, even the strongest individuals are reminded of their vulnerabilities. The fear of losing someone irreplaceable has a way of stripping away pride and exposing raw emotion. As Victor focuses on securing the best possible medical care, those closest to Nikki can only wait, hope, and pray that the specialist he is counting on can deliver the miracle they desperately need. Across town, another emotional storm continues brewing as Jill Abbott's return generates reactions far beyond her reunion with Billy. Her presence alone is enough to stir memories, raise questions, and unsettle carefully balanced relationships. Jill has never been someone who simply observes events from the sidelines. Wherever she goes, her opinions matter, and her influence is impossible to ignore. As word spreads that she is back in Genoa City, those who know her best begin wondering what she thinks about the changes that have occurred in her absence. Some anticipate support, while others quietly fear criticism. The uncertainty surrounding her intentions creates a tension that lingers beneath every interaction, making her return one of the most significant developments of the week. For Billy, the emotional complexity of seeing his mother again becomes impossible to escape. No matter how much progress they have made in repairing their relationship, years of complicated history continue to cast a long shadow. Their bond has always been marked by fierce love and equally fierce conflict. There have been moments when they stood firmly beside one another, and other moments when their disagreements seemed impossible to overcome. Now, as they share the same space once again, every glance and every conversation carries echoes of the past. Billy wants to believe they have reached a healthier place, especially after everything Jill has endured with her health struggles. But deep down, he knows that old wounds can reopen without warning. The question is whether this reunion will become another chapter of healing, or the beginning of a fresh confrontation neither of them expected. At the same time, Kane Ashby finds himself confronting a very different kind of uncertainty. Jill's return forces him to think carefully about his current position and the circumstances that placed him there. With Lily Winters now controlling Chancellor, and Kane effectively occupying a powerful role within the company structure, Jill's opinion could prove enormously important. Her history with Chancellor runs deep, and she has never been shy about expressing concerns when she believes something threatens its future. Kane cannot help wondering how she will react when she sees how dramatically the landscape has changed. Will she view Lily's leadership as a positive evolution, or will she question decisions that have already been made? More importantly, will she support Kane's place within the organization, or challenge it? The answers remain unclear, but one thing is certain. Jill's perspective has the potential to create major consequences for everyone involved. Meanwhile, the mission involving Jack and Kyle Abbott grows increasingly dangerous as they move closer to acting on their suspicions. What began as a desperate search for answers has now evolved into a high-stakes gamble fueled by fear, determination, and love for Diane. Every instinct tells Kyle that they cannot sit back and wait while unanswered questions continue piling up. The possibility that Diane may be trapped or in danger weighs heavily on him, making inaction feel impossible. Jack understands the risks better than anyone, which is precisely why he initially resisted Kyle's proposal. Breaking into Dr. Lawrence Markham's home is not a decision either man takes lightly. Yet the deeper they fall into this mystery, the more they begin to believe that extraordinary circumstances may require extraordinary measures. Unfortunately, Patty Williams's involvement threatens to complicate everything. Her warning call to Dr. Markham changes the entire dynamic of the situation. If Markham was unaware of their suspicions before, he certainly is not now. Suddenly, Jack and Kyle lose whatever element of surprise they may have possessed. Every move they make becomes more dangerous because the person they are investigating could already be preparing for their arrival. That reality transforms their mission from a risky search into something potentially explosive. Even so, Kyle refuses to retreat. His loyalty to Diane and his determination to uncover the truth override every warning sign flashing in front of him. Together, he and Jack move forward despite the growing obstacles, fully aware that the next step could either reveal the answers they desperately seek or plunge them into even greater trouble. As these storylines collide, an unmistakable feeling of anticipation settles over Genoa City. Every character seems to be standing at a crossroads, facing decisions that could alter the direction of their lives. Jill's return threatens to reopen old wounds while simultaneously creating new opportunities. Billy and Kane must navigate uncertainty tied directly to her influence and opinions. Jack and Kyle continue marching toward danger in pursuit of the truth, refusing to abandon Diane no matter the risks involved. Nate faces a professional crossroads that could reignite a passion he thought he had left behind. And above all else, Victor fights desperately to protect Nikki, holding on to hope as he waits to learn whether the surgery he is counting on can save the woman he loves. By the time Friday's dramatic episode reaches its conclusion, viewers will be left with lingering questions, emotional cliffhangers, and a powerful sense that even bigger developments are waiting just around the corner. Hope battles fear. Loyalty clashes with risk. And the bonds between family members are tested in ways that could reshape their futures forever. The stage is set for shocking revelations, emotional confrontations, and life-changing decisions that promise to keep fans on the edge of their seats. In true Young and the Restless fashion, every answer seems to create new mysteries, ensuring that the drama is far from over.